This video is about the idea of the rally point, real alpha point, okay, raw L-Y, the point of life, the point of martial arts, the point of love, the point of really having a family if you're going to have one, and so on and so forth. Okay, this is the soul, the heart, the core, the center, the essence, right, of life, really, of the point of life. But before I get into that, let me bring up really briefly. Okay, the videos. I'm gonna put some pictures out there of me blocking in certain ways that show my arm. If you look at the arm there, it's a little bit thicker than it is now. I've lost some weight, but this kind of whoosh motion being done there. Okay, and of course it's not the form I did, and the kind of blocks that I do, and the various people striking at me, right? With one with some kind of foam sword, and the other sparring, to kind of show you that my blocking skills were very serious. I'm very serious still, but certainly they were very serious back then. And between that and the kind of Skywalker tactic I described, hop and hope are connected. This ability to kind of hop quickly to the side, right? And the person block, moving real quickly. And he does it. I do this kind of hop off the fight line as the person overexerts themselves. Hop to the side, boom, boom. Now, a lot of people can hop to the side, but it's the rate and the particular style and form that is very key and notable. Of course, they might slow down that video, and you should expect that. So also we have the 15 hits in 1.2 to 1.5 seconds. See how it's such an obvious ploy for people who are filming me and drugging me with 15 witnesses on record already to slow down my videos. These people have access to YouTube, the corporate state. They're gonna do something like that. They have already. Some of these witnesses have testified that they slowed down some of my videos already. So it's very obvious that they're gonna try to do that, even though I have some videos where it's only about 1.5 seconds long with just that part, and you see me moving real quickly, right? So you can see between these ideas, number one, the Skywalker, number two, the fine motor skills in the blocking, and fine and gross motor skills, showing mind, body, soul, brain function, spirit, and the super fast combos, right? So how are they going to strike me? How are they going to deal with my dexterity, my agility? Okay, the ability to strike a moving target, the ability to dodge and strike. It's pretty straightforward that there's no comparable demonstrations when you combine these things in terms of actual combat skills. And that's also why I put it on my plaque here. Let me just get this for you real fast. When I had it was a 4,000 at the time. At one point I raised it to 100,000 and 50,000, $50 just to show. $4,000 Top Martial Arts Challenge Champion Sparring shows transferable skills for actual combat arts, not sports fighting. I can't stress this enough. Certainly in this reduced state, it would be a bitch move and foolish to kind of beat this guy up, put it on camera or something. This guy being me, Anyway, I like to talk to the third person to kind of make it so I think objectively, kind of separate myself emotionally from this thing to the best of my ability, and to display that for my viewers. Anyway, so let's talk about the rallying point. The most important order and command from God that was given to me, and when I had sense, this was it. The reason is there. Jesus saying, I am the way, the truth, and the life, makes it clear the divine order is very important. Perhaps the most important thing he said. Once you acknowledge that, then the leadership is there, and everything else flows from there. Okay, why do you call me Lord, and you don't do what I say? These things, and also the story of Horus and Set. It's this very obvious thing. Once you have the proper moral leadership, and the people give him his proper place and respect, and they obey him, royal and loyal, obey and obi meaning king, heart, hut, temple, essence, soul, spirit, center, hut, temple, etc. Once you give him this guy this thing, people fall in line and they do what they're supposed to do. So the martial art order ends with me. This is the most important message that God has for people, and nothing else matters compared to this, right? Comparison, compare I son. Okay, apparent, alpha parent, obvious, obi vi as alpha. Okay, it's obvious, right? Jesus even said the alpha and the omega. Horus is the ideal person. He's a martial art guy, the Narmer Pal. He's a god of war, royalty, young men, Skylaw king, Skylaw core, the core, right there. Where in the heart of Africa, the heart is the seat of intelligence. Har-O-Aries, Eri is a deity, is the son of the sky god Chuku in the Igbo religion, and he comes down from the sky into his cult center and it spreads from there. And there's various stories, but one thing they have in common is this sky god comes from the heavens, and this is really the spirit coming into somebody and descending into this person, who then has various wives and so on and so forth. Okay, so this idea of the rally point, the most important message of this thing is to obey the martial art order, to rally to this guy. Now, obviously, people in my own family aren't obeying me. They're going off and doing their own thing. They're playing the game, right? Jesus came to divide this idea of being righteous with, and right with God, the right path, the righteous path, okay? Morality, more reality is going to divide, because you're going to have to put God first, like the story of Abraham and Isaac, above your family, above your newborn children, if you have them, and so on and so forth. And most people can't do this. They're functionalists, and whether they want to admit to themselves or not, is a reason why it starts with the word fun, right? Based on how things are functioning. What are you allowed to do? Not risking yourself, not setting yourself up for financial disaster. You're concerned with finding your life in this world, and ultimately why? So you don't miss having fun. So you don't miss having fun with your child. So you don't prevent your child from having a fun life, which people often call a decent life or a happy life, and they're really referring to fun. There's no true happiness without the fulfilling Spirit of God. It's the fish out of water effect. Okay, so the real alpha point, the Ra-El, why? Why? Okay, you should know why. Because the spirit of your family is more important. So you look at the corporate, core pirate and so on and so forth. The migration, okay? G, the earth deity of Rome and Sumer. Rome is very significant, obviously, for both the story of Horus and, the Romans coming into Egypt later, and, the Bible. My G Ration, okay? Ram, Gay, Shun. And of course, this is anyone without the true masculine martial arts spirit of the Father God is in a kind of gender neutral world spirit, right? G is also known as Gaia, Gay, the game, gay, quote unquote, for those people playing it, me, magic E, evil, effeminate, emasculate, and so on and so forth. Okay, so this pretty much covers. I'm about out of time. So yeah, consider this, right? Between the surgical strikes, the skywalking, the effect of blocks. I'm going to release these pictures showing blocks. Look at the structure of the arm. I'm going to release pictures that highlight the structure of my arm at the time. It's a very surgical arm, and it's a fast arm. This guy can outmaneuver you quickly and surgically strike you. And I can't even do it now because my structure, right? Fine motor skills and gross motor skills has to do with how much muscle and the repetitive action that occurs when one is truly chosen by God and the Spirit is being conveyed through them. Okay, and obviously